All right, this is 33 and 34 of your final review. It says, what is the product in the simplest form? We have 3g to the 5th divided by 10h squared. And then we have h to the 5th divided by 10g squared. And we're multiplying. So we're going to multiply straight across. So I am going to have on top 3g to the 5th, h to the 5th. And then on the bottom, I have 10 times 10 gives me 100. So 100 h squared, g squared. And just for the sake of putting them in the same spot, let's do g first. G squared, h squared. Remember, if you have your variables that match on the top and the bottom, you can subtract those exponents to figure out where you have them. So if I have a bigger number on top, I'm going to have those variables left on top. So I still have 3 on top. We have 5 g's on the top and 2 on the bottom. So it's kind of like you have g times g times g times g times g. And then on the bottom you have 2 g's. You could cancel this one and that one and that one and this one, and you'd be left with 3 on the top. So on top I have g squared, cubed, 3 g's. For the second part, same thing with my h's. If I do 5 minus 2, I get 3, so we have h to the power of 3 on top, and then the bottom is still 100. I can't simplify the 3 and the 100, so this is going to be my final answer. 3g cubed. Let's try this. Sorry, my little stylus is not working. 3g cubed, h cubed, divided by 100. And that would be your final answer. The next one, what is the quotient in simplified form? For this one, we're dividing. The first thing you want to do in your divide is flip your second fraction and change it to multiplying. So the first one's going to stay the same. We still have a plus 2 divided by a minus 5. My suggestion to you, maybe throw those in parentheses. It will make your life easier down the road. And we're going to multiply that by, we're going to flip the second one, a squared minus 8a plus 15, all divided by a plus 1. Again, if you want, you can throw that in parentheses. Now, this top thing needs to be simplified. So we're going to do the x method for the top. Remember, we want c on top. We want something that multiplies to 15 and adds to negative 8. For that, we're going to use negative 5 and negative 3. So I'm going to rewrite the first fraction. It stays the same. I have a plus 2 divided by a minus 5. Again, those are both in parentheses. And then we said times, and on top we're going to have a minus 5 times a minus 3. I noticed I wrote this one funny over here, but it should be minus 3 and not 5. In the bottom we have an a plus 1. Still. Again, if something's on the top and the bottom, we can cancel it out. So I notice an a minus 5 and a minus 5, but nothing else seems to cancel out. So my final answer would be a plus 2 times a minus 3, and then all divided by a plus 1. And that is your final answer.